Hello parents, this is going to be probably a long video, but a very, very important one to watch. I'm going to walk you through the steps of how your child is going to log in, access Google Classroom, get to their assignments, and turn their assignments in. So it might be lengthy, but I really, really encourage you to watch this. It's going to help eliminate a lot of questions. So when your student logs into their Chromebook and they see this, they will hit the quick card option. When they hit that quick card option, they will then scan their card. I do not have a card, so I would just hit sign in. But this quick card allows them to scan it with the camera and not have to type in all of their information. So once they are signed in to their map, they will see this, a screen with all their icons. And their icons might be located differently than mine or look different, but it's for the most part the same. So once they get to their map, they will need to go to Google Classroom. Google Classroom looks like this icon over here. I usually tell them that it's the green rectangle with a yellow border. Once your student clicks on Google Classroom, they may see this. You can hit skip, and it will take them to a page with several different classes. They will see my classroom, and it also has a little picture of me here. So they need to click on me. Now, once you are here, this is our class page. So this is where all your students' work will be located. Once you get to this main page, I might post updates here. It'll tell you when I post assignments. But in order to access those assignments, you need to hit classwork up here at the top. So hit classwork. Now, if you're like me and have never used Google Classroom before, this can look very overwhelming. So I want to break it down very easily for you guys. Over here on the side, we have topics. I like to think of our topics as like dividers in a binder. So each topic is going to have different things in them. You can also just scroll down and see the different topics, but I think it's more user-friendly if you use them over here. So start here. If you guys click start here, you will be able to see some things in our Google Classroom already. Now, the pathway practice is something your students did when they were here with me the first week. They practiced completing a pathway and turning it in. So you will not need to do anything with that. That was just for them to practice. Right here, you will see login information and then a Google slide that says Dobbins 2020-2021. You can click on that and it will tell you all the login information you need to use for almost every single app or program that we are going to use. So it'll tell you the program, our class code if it has one, their username, and their password. So if you're trying to get into something and you forget how to log in, all that information is under the Start Here topic on the left. Scroll down so that you have your login information there. I also have our hot links, Ms. Reitzel's hot links. If you click on there, you will see a Google slide presentation, and the second slide has some quick links for Seesaw, Go Noodle, Raz Kids, Epic. You could also just very easily type those in your browser, but if you want to, you can access this slide for some hot links. So that is going to be your most basic material, and I will link this video in here as well. The next topic we have, which is think of again as a binder tab, is tutorials. So this video will be linked in there and other videos for maybe how to turn in assignments or anything that you might have a question on how to do. I'm going to make a video for and put it right here. I'm also going to upload the student materials videos that I have already sent you guys on Class Dojo. If you see the data notebook tab here, we're going to skip the home page if you notice that because I don't have anything there and I'm not sure what will go there yet. Data notebook, there is going to be one for each child. You don't need to worry too much about that right now. I do want you to note the August-September reading log. So that is its own topic. And so under that topic, we have a reading log for September. And if you remember last year in kindergarten, or if you're new to school, you might not know, but students are required to read every night. That is our school goal. And so we will send books home in their folders, but then you are also allowed to read on Raz or Epic when you guys are at home. So instead of doing a paper pencil reading log, since we're not going to be here every day at school to check it, you are going to log your child's reading here. So for example, if it was August 17th, my child read Pete the Cat for 20 minutes, you are just going to type that in. And it goes, our goal is to fill up all of these slides for the month of September. This read every day slide kind of tells you what your expectations are and what you need to do. And then here are some example comprehension questions. It's really important that your student is not just reading and flipping through the pages looking at pictures, but they are reading accurately and that they also understand what they're reading. So if you are struggling to ask them comprehension questions, we have linked a few here for you. So once you open that, or once you open anything from our Google Classroom, you'll notice it makes separate tabs. So in order to get back to the Google Classroom, just click back on this black square tab. That will always take you back to our classroom. Now, those are some basic topics that are always going to be here, but every week I will post something that date. So for next week, we have August 24th through the 28th. All student assignments for that week are going to be under this topic. So next week on Monday morning, you're going to go to this topic and you will see everything for that week. You'll see science. Science, I do want to talk about for a second. It is not expected to be done every single day, but it is expected to be done weekly. So maybe you make Wednesdays your science day or something. So you will not have a science activity every single day, but you need to at least complete it once a week. Math and reading, however, are different. They are to be done every single day. And so when you're in the correct week, you can scroll down and click on math or reading. So this is for reading. And if my students are at home on Monday, August 24th, I could click the Monday box and it would take me to slide 2, or I could just very easily click on slide 2 over here. On slide 2, it's going to have your reading mini lesson, your writing mini lesson, and your letterland lesson. Click on the Bitmoji in order to get to that lesson. Each lesson will probably be about 10 minutes or less. Once you have watched the lessons for that day, you will need to scroll down to your student's pathway. This is what student pathways look like, and I know this might be overwhelming, so I want you guys to pay close attention. For Monday, if your student is at home and they have just watched the videos from Monday's slides, on their pathway, they only need to do Monday assignments. Okay, we ask that you please do not work ahead. It's only going to be more complicated for you and for me trying to deal with students at home and at school. We really ask that you stay only on your day's work. So you'll notice that it says Monday placement test, and this logo is for RAS Kids. So you will need to go to RAS Kids and take the placement test. Now, in order to go to RAS Kids, you can go back to your student's map page, which looks like this with all the icons. They go to the backpack. In their backpack, their screen looks like this. There are several different pictures. Ours is always going to be the beach where it says click here. Once they click the beach, they click apps and they can find where they need to go. So their pathway for Monday said go to RAS Kids. They go to RAS Kids, skip, log in to complete their assignment on RAS Kids, which would be the placement test. Now, if you go back to the pathway, once your student has taken that placement test, and if you remember, I linked the login information in the Start Here tab on the Google Classroom. So you could access your login information for RAS Kids there. So then once they've taken their placement test, they go back to their pathway. There are check marks on the side, and once they have completed that for the day, they drag a check mark to the box. And then they move to the next thing. So for writing, the next thing on their pathway, they would do what it says, complete the pages 1 through 7 in their handwriting booklet, which they have either already brought home or will get Monday morning, and complete those pages. So they complete the pages, they drag the check mark, and they are done for the day. It is the same for math. So let's go back to Google Classroom. Let's say we finished our reading pathway. We're going to go to math now. It is Monday morning. I'm going to click Monday. It's going to take me to Monday's mini lesson, the videoed lesson. There's Miss Holbrooks there doing her thing. Then I will go to the math pathway, and it looks just like the reading pathway. It says that they're going to take their pre-test. Then it says they're going to trace and write the numbers 1 through 20. And if you guys remember before when I sent the dry erase packets home, that is where all this stuff will be implemented. So the dry erase packet that has their trace their numbers, write their numbers, that's what that means. So they will do that once they've taken their pretest. They drag the check mark. When they trace their numbers, they drag the check mark. And then here it says, I know it. Write and name numbers to 20. So they would go to I know it. So they go back to map, back to their book bag, click here. Remember, it's always going to be the beach picture. Then click apps, find I know it, log in using the login information I linked at the start of your page. And then once they have completed their assignment on I know it, they drag their check mark and they complete it. Once you have check marks in every empty box for that day, Monday only, then you are done for the day. Students will do this daily, and you will notice that there are other slides as you click. Please do not do those until the day that it says. So if you'll notice on Wednesday, it says slide 3. Then you will go to slide 3 and complete that. So do not work ahead. Do not click on these other slides unless it tells you in your pathway. So you shouldn't complete slides 3 and 4 until Wednesday and Thursday. Now, in order for students to turn in their work, once they have completed their pathway, right now you guys can't see this because it is not scheduled to come out to you guys until Monday morning, but there will be a drop-down tab right here that says View Assignment. You would click View Assignment, and then you would have a little button pop up over here that says Turn In. You have to make sure that you turn in assignments in order to be counted present for the day. So I really hope this helps. Google Classroom, here are all of our different tabs. We will have a tab for each week, and in each week that's going to have your math, your reading, and your science. And I hope that this will help you guys when you're trying to log in. Don't forget that under the start here, we have our login information that you can click and get all the class codes and login information for your students. Students have also worked with me already and logged into Google Classroom, logged into their map. They should know how to get to their book bag. They should know that to click on the beach picture. They should know how to get to apps. And they've already practiced logging into all of these. We did that when they were here either Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. So I really hope this helps you guys. As always, message me with any questions, but I think that you guys are going to rock it out.